Hey, it's Nikki from My Healthy Beginning, and today we're going to have a little bit of fun. One of the things I spend a fair amount of time doing with my clients is helping them to write their birth plan. Everybody has to write one. Some people enjoy it and some people don't. So here I'm going to put a kind of a fun spin on writing that birth plan and getting more excited about your upcoming labor and delivery experience. So step one, we're going to call this creating your birth story. We're not going to call this writing a birth plan. We're going to call it creating your birth story. This is where you get to write the story of your birth. And I know that might be 3 months down the road or 6 months or 9 months down the road. We might be that far away from your due date. But the more you can live into the way you want it to be, the more you can bring it alive by telling the story on paper, the more enlivened and empowered and excited you're going to be about that process. So right now, push pause and get out a piece of paper and a pen and start writing the story. So today is, January, whatever it is, and I'm not due until, say, July. I'm not pregnant, but say you're not due till July. You're going to write the story right now as if it's July. Like I'm sitting outside, I'm listening to the birds, the weather is nice, the sun is shining down on my skin, right? That's what I mean, right into the future, right as if it's the day of your baby's birth, okay? So that's step one. Step two is to include details. And when I say include details, what I mean is that I want you to get the essence of your experience. Like, what does the room smell like? What are the sounds that you hear? If you're at home, can you feel, the breeze coming in through the window? If you're at the hospital, do you have your favorite robe or blanket or pillow with you to snuggle up and get cozy with? The food you're being served throughout your labor process, is it good food? Is it food you chose? Does it smell good? Is it nourishing? Get at the essence of what that is. The essence is like what makes it alive for you and makes it real for you. Okay, that's step two. Step three, think about who your birth team is. Do you have a birth doula? Is your mom there? Is your best friend there? Think about your partner. Write about them in this story. Write about how they're supporting you. What are they saying to you? How are they physically caring for you? Write about your favorite midwife. Write about how awesome your nurse is if this is a hospital birth. Really create nothing but perfection in your eyes. What is the perfection? What is the experience? If you could have it be everything you want it to be, what does that feel like? What does it look like? Okay, so the third step is talking about your team and incorporating who they are and who they are for you, more importantly, on that day. The fourth step is to visualize it. So this is really fun. One of the things I do with a vision board is I don't just cut out and create a bunch of pictures. I create my story, much like we did in step one. So what you're going to do now is, get out your magazines, put on some music, pretend you're in 8th grade, and you're going to create this collage, right? So you're going to cut out words and you're going to cut out pictures that really say it for you, like that really have you be in the moment of that amazing birth experience you are creating. Okay, that's step four. Step five is to take and print out or, print out if you've done this online or tear out your piece of paper from your notebook. And what I love to do is leave a blank space in the middle of your poster board or wherever you're creating this story for the print word. Whether this is what you wrote or what you printed, you want to cut that out and have that, be the center of the story. And then take all those pictures and words and could even be mementos or emails or words that friends have shared with you or said to you. Write them out on a beautiful piece of paper with a nice writing tool. Color the background, really have it pop, and then take those pictures and glue them, paste them, whatever, tape them all around the written story that you've created. So you have like this beautiful, beautiful picture of what your birth experience is going to be. And then the sixth and possibly the most important step in creating your birth story is sharing it. You have to share your story. I'm not sure if I have the statistics correct, but I want to say that 65% of the time, or if you share the goal or the results you're looking for, in your world, you're 65% more apt to actually reach that result. That's huge. Like, that's a huge difference. That's like half. That's more than half, right? So share it. Share it with your partner. Share it with your mom, your best friend. If you feel comfortable, share it with your coworkers or your neighbors or your mom's group friends or, you know, your book club friends. Share it. Share what you're really living into. And then here's the ultimate challenge. Share it with me. Send it to me. If you want to share it on the My Healthy Beginning blog, I'm more than happy to do that. You don't have to do that, certainly by any means either, but share it. I'd love to hear what you're creating for yourself. I'd love to see how I can offer some ideas and some support to what your birth plan is going to be, okay? So have fun with writing your birth plan and get out there and create your birth story.